Hey, you. Hey, Jill. Good morning on this Sunday. How are you doing, Jill? It's been a little while since I had a lunch live, so how's things in your end of North America? Hey, Kelly. Kelly, Kelly. Jill, I'm not doing too bad. Sunday is my hell day. It sucks, but that's whatever. We all got to do stuff that sucks. I was going to say we all got to suck, but that's not true. It's not true. Um, no, so, uh, I pick a new work schedule based on seniority. I'm unionized, and every 4 months I pick a new schedule. And I just went into the lunchroom to get the schedules to pick from. I picked tomorrow at 1:50, and there's a whole bunch of like information and everything, and all my coworkers came up and said, Mark, you can get weekends. You're at the spot there for weekends off. So, hey, Lisa. Oh, thank you for sharing. And Joe, um, big congratulations. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Very happy for you guys. Very, very happy. Lisa, how are you doing out there in the Maine, Rhode Island area? The Maine, in the plain, Spain, on the plains. No, so yeah, picking out my schedule. I pick it tomorrow. There's about 8 people ahead of me, and uh, there's 8 people ahead of me, and there's like 13 weekends left. So, Jill, please tell Joe that there's a good possibility I'm going to get weekends off. So I don't want to jinx it, but we'll keep that. We'll see what happens. It would be nice. It's been 7 years without a normal schedule, so let's see what happens. So that's cool. The other thing is, yeah, let's give Jill and Joe some good vibes, and 3 cheers, a hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. Joe, that's good news. That's good news. Yeah, Cal. So boy, it's been, oh well, Kelly's here. She's gonna vouch for me, even though we live, what, about 4 or 5 hours away, Cal. We still kind of get the same weather systems. It's been hot as fuck. We're going through heat warning after heat warning after heat warning, and right now here, I think, Kelly, if I read the weather correctly, you guys might have got some rain. Not sure. But it is dry and brown here now. The trees are starting to droop, so we're yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Like, I'll take the heat, but it's been a month with no rain, and we need rain. Oh, I don't want fall yet. Not yet. I still have things to do. But I do like the fall as well. Fall is a close second. Fall is a close second. It's just that it brings in that dirty old man winter. Don't like that. So I know I didn't do a live last week, and I was planning to. It's been, work-wise, has been very, very crazy. Had an incident Oh, send it over. I'll take it. You can have the sun. I want the rain. We've been getting teased with rain. There's a little bit of rain last night, but I mean, no, everything is, all the leaves are brown, and it's getting bad here. So I'm just, I would love some rain just to freshen things up. Filming, last time I went filming was last Saturday. I had that run-in with the police, which is fine and stuff. It's just with the weather, and then work. Let me see. I can recite the text message to you guys by heart. So I picked up on my job. I picked somebody up that was under the influence of I don't want to say alcohol, but we'll say other dangerous substances. And this lady was I only had like about 10 minutes left, so I drove, and my coworker came to switch me off. I said, hey, you got a live one in there, but she's only going to like the next street. So I left, and then I hear on the radio, I need a supervisor. So what this lady had did after I left, and she was losing it as I left. What she did was she pulled her pants down, pissed in the vehicle, and then threw her underwear against the window and threatened to stab the new driver, and herself in her face. And it's like, that's the type of it's not every day, but it's way too frequently, and it fucks with my head. So I took a little bit of a break. I just, if I'm not going to be yeah, it's getting bad. It really is. This is my city. Hi, Granny. Hi, Steel Granny Mary. Okay, so like, I just had a private conversation with Mary a couple weeks ago. Mary is extremely patriotic and loves her country. I admire that. But I'm extremely proud of this city. I moved to this city because of how beautiful it was, how the people were, and just the opportunities here. That's a thing of the past, so it's pretty hard to oh man, it's like sometimes you watch it crumble right in front of you, and it's I don't blame the people. I've switched my anger towards the policymakers. We have to I just want to be careful, because I think now more than ever, regardless of religion, nationality, skin color, and everything, I think we as people have to stick together now. And I can't be mad at people coming here for a better life that are given false promises and stuff like that. Like, that's, who the fuck am I to do that? So it's the people making the policies that have roofs over their heads, money in their bank account, and you guys know what I'm getting at. But I really don't want to get into that. But it's really messed up. So I don't want to say I took a week off. It's just I was so busy with work, and just that nasty stuff. The last thing I really want to do is start up a live stream after that shit happens, because I'm just like, or else I'm like, bum. Yeah, I know. Just giving you guys just giving you anyway, Kelly, what was that? What I was saying earlier is last Saturday or the Saturday before, I went to the county courthouse, which has reported paranormal activity. There used to be a prison wall there where a male figure would appear and stuff. And back, I think in the 60s, they tore that prison wall down, and inside that wall, they found a body. They put that body to rest, and that male figure is no longer seen. However, there's still activity reported around the courthouse and the gallows. So there's something really cool that Kelly, I should have investigated this place years ago, but it's there's so much around here. It's great because it's local too. So what I've done is I'm going there in different sessions and whatnot. I don't want to just go there for 2-3 hours and put out a 20-minute video and say nothing happened. Like I want to give it some time, a little bit of time. So so I have like a shit ton of footage from 1, 2, 3 different investigations that have to be put together into a cohesive and coherent story. That's kind of the goal. So I was at the courthouse filming. Now, for the past 2 years, I've been watching videos on what are called police auditors. We have them in Canada. And the guys in the States are absolutely amazing. What these guys do is they go around with camera, they got their YouTube channel or whatever, and they stress test their First and Second Amendment rights. Or for us up here, we don't have a constitution, we have the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Now what I do, it's basically the same thing as the Second Amendment, Section 2B of the Charter. I don't want to say the same thing, but you get it. It falls under the same thing, freedom of religion. But most, like for me, it's freedom of expression and freedom of the press. So I was in a public place with recording. The courthouse is city, county property, and at that time, there were people camping in their vehicles there. Like they had one of those Jeeps with the flatbed with the tent on top and stuff like that. So there was a ball tournament going on. So hey, like, okay, cool. So I was there for quite some time. Probably at about the hour-and-a-half mark is when the po-po came rolling up. 2 police officers came. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Stood there. Now I'm kicking myself because I was like, this is the first time it's happened to me. I knew it was going to happen to me at some point doing this. I turned my camera off, but I had the SLS still going. So that's there, but it didn't catch sound. So really, I fucked up. I'm so angry with myself for not leaving my camera going, but the adrenaline was going. So they pulled up. Hey, what are you doing? I just stood there, smiled. I didn't say anything. It's my right not to say anything. I'm not committing a crime. If I'm under suspicion of committing a crime, let me know and then I'll talk. So they saw that I wasn't going to talk, and they said, hey, we got a complaint from somebody. They said somebody was here filming and it's making people uncomfortable. And that's when I smiled. And that's when I said, so you're telling me as someone that's here lawfully on public space, I'm not doing anything illegal, or are you giving me a lawful order to leave? Oh, no. Like they wouldn't do it. I said, are you giving me the lawful order and I'll leave? Because that would be against my rights and all of our rights. Anyone in Canada. And the same goes for the States. Anyway, they said, you're making people uncomfortable. And I said, oh, I didn't know you guys enforced feelings. I'm here on public property. I'm not doing anything. Photography is allowed here. So, and they said, well, do you mind if we ask what you're filming? I said, I don't believe I have to tell you that. No, you don't have to tell me that. Don't have to tell you that, but you're making people uncomfortable. And I just said, well, do you enforce the law or do you enforce feelings? And we got into it, and I held my ground. I'm very, very, See, I'm very, very, very non-confrontational. So the way I handled this, I'm extremely proud of myself, and I'm very upset at myself that I should have had the camera right in their faces. So it turned into a mess. I stood my ground and I said, "Are you asking me to leave the property?" They said, "No, we're not asking to leave or anything." I said, "Okay, great. I hope you guys have a great, safe day." And they said, "Well, what are you filming?" They saw. He goes, "Is that a Kinect camera?" I said, "Yeah, it's a Kinect camera. It's hooked up to my laptop. I'm gathering data." "Well, for what?" And I said, "I can't tell you that." I said, "I can't tell you that." And like they I'm not doing anything illegal. I don't have to tell them what I'm doing. So when I said I can't tell you that, well, that kind of escalated, but it's perfectly within my rights to my right to do that. It was something else. So I'm actually looking forward to it again. I want this to happen again. Uh, I will be going back to that courthouse. Oh yeah, no, I'm gathering data, and that's when their ears just what. Um, so it worked out great, and basically, have a great day. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything illegal, and my drone is well under the weight. It's a toy, and I'm flying it responsibly, so I don't see any problem here. Well, people live here, and this, you're making them uncomfortable, and it's like, well, okay, you guys are the feelings police. It was just announced that they're not going to be arresting people shooting up in the streets anymore. They feel that's a medical problem. So what that equates to is you can bang heroin in the streets with full immunity, but God forbid I drink a beer in the street, right? So it's pretty fucked up right now. Oh, the camera. Doesn't matter. Mary, in public, you have absolutely no expectations to privacy. There's no privacy in public areas. That goes, you go to a bank, there's 14 or 15 cameras pointed at you there. You could be walking down the street, there's going to be 4 or 5 vehicles driving by with dash cams. There's no expectations of privacy in public places, and it's really good. So, hey, Mary, I know you're gonna really like this. I invite you to watch Long Island Audit, as well as First Amendment Protection Agency. As far as the U.S. Constitution, you should see what these guys do. You might not agree with their methods, but you have to agree they're well within their rights to do that. And just because people are uncomfortable does not mean you or I should have to adjust our behavior if we're not doing anything wrong. People's feelings and comfort do not trump our rights. Kelly, I don't know if it would be your thing, but I've been watching this gentleman for the past 2 years. His name is True North Transparency. He works out of Toronto, but he's been here in my town, and he goes around, he sets his camera up in the street, and he'll sit there and people will complain. He films outside of banks as long as he's on public property. It doesn't matter. It's up to the banks to create privacy. If you're on a public easement with your camera pointed at the bank making people uncomfortable, that's the bank's problem, not yours. That goes the same with the states as well. It's very, very similar, but when you're confronted by this, it's very important for me anyway, is to establish that I know the difference between the Canadian Charter and the American Constitution. But FAPA, First Amendment Protection Agency, and Long Island Audit. For the Americans, truly, truly, truly invite you to go watch those guys. For the Canadians, try True North Transparency. There's been times where I don't agree with what they're doing, but if it's within their rights, I can't help but support them. So what I do technically is guerrilla filming. I don't get permission or anything. So I knew this was going to happen, and watching watching these guys really really inspired me to know my rights. So like when I was a young man, 18, 19 years old, it was my dream to become a border agent. I wanted to work at the customs and U.S. Canadian border. I never went the full way, but I did take a 2-year law and security administration program, which is almost a prerequisite for joining the police force, customs, that type of thing. If you want to be a jail, prison guard, that type of thing. So I did have a good understanding of the charter. It's just over the years, what I found is, and what I've seen, especially on these videos, is police overstep their boundaries, and they have cool little tricks to do it. But anyway, Kelly, in a nutshell, that's basically what happened, and I was extremely offended that because I wasn't bothering a single soul. I'm always friendly to people and stuff if they're to come up and say, "What are you doing?" I got no problem telling them, but I would. It inspired me to really brush up on my rights, as well as different situations I might put myself into, and I think I have a good idea. By no means am I a lawyer or legal counsel, but in today's day and age, I would heavily recommend it. Thing is, too, is I work with these police, not those particular, but I have interaction with the police almost on a weekly basis, so I do have to kind of watch myself. But yeah, exactly, Lisa, exactly. So if you know if you have a basic understanding of your basic, hey, sunshine. Yeah, well, that was just it. Not once did these people that called the police, they did not come and interact with me at all. I thought the people camping in the court parking lot, which you can't camp on city property, I thought that would take precedence, but oh no. Fucking nerdy guy with a couple cameras and a drone, better call the cops. So yeah, so that's good. The interaction, well, not welcomed. I stood my ground, and I was successful. So I'm going to use that as a learning experience. And if it happens again, it happens again. But it was quite interesting. Quite interesting. I kind of I would love for it to happen again. So. Because I would keep the camera on. Thank you, sunshine. I did my best. I really did my best, but these guys couldn't get fuck all out of me. Am I being suspected of a crime? Oh no, you shouldn't even be talking to me. That's basically it. It's really cool. So. Oh no, thanks, Kelly. It's usually something like that, like. I'd fold and buckle, but I was somewhat offended because I was there lawfully. I'm a tax-paying citizen. My taxes just went up. Like, fuck. I think my blood was boiling because I got the notice about 3 weeks ago. My taxes going up like that again, and services are going down. So. I'm somewhat a little bit combative when it comes to discussing that, especially with people like that. It's like, fuck you, but pardon my French. But I implore you to at least know your basic rights, and it's pretty interesting. So yeah, True North Transparency. His name is Rick. I've had even like before this happened, since we're both on YouTube, we've had a little bit of a conversation and stuff like that. But I am not looking to be an auditor. I don't have the balls or the or anything like that to sit there in public with the camera and people saying you can't film me, and then explain to them, hey, we're in a public spot. You actually have no rights to any expectation of privacy. But when you do have it, like in your head, it's it does help. It does help. So I appreciate it. But those fucking auditor videos, Mary, be careful, because they're very addictive. They are so fucking addictive. Long Island audit. This gentleman is so knowledgeable about his rights in America. The same with True North Transparency as far as Canada goes. It's just interesting. But I'm not gonna be going out trying to get the cops to follow me or anything like that. I'm not gonna do that. That's not my thing. So there's that. Hoping to do a live stream. I'm not gonna say tonight. I would say by Thursday or Friday I'd like to be ready for one anyway. Yeah, let me know. I'd be very, very interested. These guys are very married. Watching these channels actually gives me a little bit of hope. And that sounds weird, but it's good. And these guys are very, very good at what they do. Now, as far as that goes, yeah, I have a whole bunch of editing, but at the same time, I need the weather to cool down a little bit for some of the places I'm going to go. And if that doesn't happen, then I'll just be a sweaty mess. So it'll be, if I look wet, you'll know it's hot. Yeah, so no, I really would like to get back to the courthouse and leave the equipment out for a while. You want to know what's real? Okay, I'll give you a little, I want to know what you guys think, because at the courthouse, before all this shit went down, can you guys hear if I have my AC cranked? Oh yeah, same here. I need rain here so bad. Is that too loud? Here, I want to give you so I traced out to where the gallows used to, okay, good, thank you. It's hot. Oh, it is too loud. Okay, that's fine. I can stop you. At the courthouse, along one of the prison walls, I left the obelisk in a corner and everything, and I went to investigate. The parking lot is a mass grave. It's a mass graveyard, an old execution site. So the recipe for stuff is there. Brown noise. Schmegma. Okay, so the obelisk. There were a few words that came through, but I just thought that the word gasp, G-A-S-P, came out while I was investigating the gallows. Now, I don't know if I'm trying to make that connection, if that's true, but I just found that interesting. Like, the database is tens of thousands of words, so when words that are pertinent do come through, I tend to want to lean to give the benefit of the doubt to the, but I thought it was interesting. But I do know that it does have hang and gallows in its vocabulary. But that really stuck out to me. I don't want to give away too much, because I don't want to say I don't know when I'll have them edited. It's just fucking time. That song, time, see what's become of me. It's true. Hey, was there ever, I can't remember a day where I didn't have to, I shouldn't say that. But yeah, so that's what's going on. Terry's doing great. There's a few things going on at the house, but just with the busyness of the past little bit, I'm hoping this week it's going to calm down slightly. And so everyone's kind of thank you, Lisa. Yeah, no, thanks for thanks. It just stuck out to me, gasp, because like first thing I thought of was, well, you're gasping for air if you're, I don't know. Oh, I want to, I haven't seen her, but what I will do is, I don't even know if they're going to watch it. Thanks to all of you guys that when you do watch, you let the ads roll. Every little bit helps, but I want to thank Kimba. And Kim, if you watch this, I want to thank you on behalf of the group. Thanks to Kimba, I have a power battery that I truly have a mobile SLS now. And it's opened up so many doors to be able to have that at the courthouse and take it to different places. I would love to build some kind of a containment box or unit to just make it easier to carry around, but that will come later. But Kimba, if you see this, on behalf of all of us, you just added a huge component to the videos and just the channel itself. So and thanks to everybody. Thank you to everybody. It works smashingly. Absolutely. I did my research on what I would need, and I was wondering why things weren't working out the way I needed them to, and it's because the sine wave for the AC coming out, physics, sine waves. So basically, the power bank that I had before, why it was an epic fail, is just the wouldn't when you turn on the faucet, the water would be strong, and then it would trickle. With the new one, when I turn on the faucet, the water comes out. Does that make sense? So Kim, thanks from all of us. It truly is amazing. One thing I was going to do ASAP. You guys feel free to Google this. Is I will be taking the ghost tour of the SS Keewatin. This is a big boat that was. How did the gentleman describe it to me? This boat was around during the Titanic. Huge, big cruise ship. It's now a museum here in town. Excuse me. So I'm going to, pardon me. I will be taking the guided tour. And I'll be bringing you along with me. The tools, since this is a guided tour, what I'm thinking of, guys, is guerrilla filming. So I think I might have mentioned this on a previous live stream. So what if I take the spirit box, but instead of plugging it into a speaker, I plug it into a recorder and then overlay the spirit box on the tour, like on the final video. So when I start the spirit box, that's what I was thinking of, as well as I'll have really light equipment like the EMF type thing like that, but it's gonna be a little bit that's gonna be possibly guerrilla filming. So I asked one of the gentlemen that works on the ship. I actually went out there with Terry and flew my drone around it to get the B-roll footage, because I knew I was going to be making a video about it, just not when. I thought, well, you know what, we'll have spare time. I'm gonna go do the drone thing right now and stuff, and just ease the workload later. And there's one of the gentlemen that works on board maintenance. I saw him there sitting on the bench waiting for his ride home. I said, "Hey, do you work on the ship there?" He said, "Yeah, man." He wasn't from town. And I said, "Cool, cool." And he said, "Dude, if you're into the Titanic, go on this ship. It's from the same time period, same type of, just not quite as big, but it's big. And they have it all done up like a museum and stuff." So I said, "Hey, I have to ask you this, and this is going to sound weird, but when you're in there, have you ever seen or heard weird things like ghosts or anything?" Now he said, "Look, I'm gonna be honest with you." He said, I haven't seen anything, and there's nothing that I can think of that I've seen that would stand out like that. But he said, when you do go into certain parts of the ship, an overwhelming sense of dread. He said it's like it hugs you and stuff like that. And I thought it was really interesting, because it's not like he followed up and said, "Oh, there's ghosts every." He said there's something there. So but it's what it is. Okay, here's the other thing. Kelly, you still there? This might be something you're interested in, possibly Shelly. So I haven't heard back from Phil. Phil's a minister, so obviously he's working today. I haven't heard back yet about the jail. So just in case, what I am gonna do, I'm gonna assume that it's still happening, but at the same time, this is summer, and this is where I get access to all the cool stuff and shit like that. Damn it. Hang on. So I checked the prices and everything like that. And Kelly, it is, I do believe, hang on. I don't have a date or a time or any information yet about the Cornwall jail. So I don't want to obligate or anything like that. But I think, Kelly, what I'm going to do is just on my own. Well, there was a chance I could, like, according to the thing there, I could rent out the jail myself. But hey, Ruthie. Kelly, what I think I might do is rent out Fort Henry for myself. Now, those young guys, I saw Sam and Colby and their friend Selena. They'd rented it out about 2 years ago or something like that. I checked the prices, and with a little bit of YouTube money and stuff there, I was thinking of renting it out for approximately for the night type thing. I don't think I can do an overnight, but if that's something you're interested in driving up for, let me know, and maybe we can make that happen type thing. But holy cow. So yeah, look at the grass. It's really brown. Right behind me, it's the diarrhea store. I've totally boycotted Tim Hortons. Over there is where I go start my work, but I'm just gonna wait here in the shade. It's just so damn hot. So hot. Oh, absolutely, Ruth. I'll give him a big hug. He gets lots of hugs. He's been chewing on his unit. Yeah, no, it's like, this is actually green. Over there, like I think from last night's rain, there's a little bit of green coming through, but it's so fucking hot and dry. So it's shit. But regardless, when I go somewhere, if it's hot, fucking, I'm gonna do it. There's also a someone GPS'd an old cemetery on the Canadian-American border. I might kayak to as well. And don't know if anything goes on there, but it'd be a fun little paddle. So, oh my God, it's so hot here. Fuck, look at it too. So wait, see, it's cloudy. It's like the rain is teasing. I don't like being teased by rain, man. I would love for just like a 3-day downpour. So that's about it, guys. Love you lots, and yeah, no, the courthouse video, the portable SLS. Yeah, it's thanks so much, everybody. Step by step, brick by brick. Love you.